broader picture no na bibia preventable na sa lost yi ewo nkrampumpuni mantamu because from 14 Cs to 5 Cs that means a drop ekra na preventable na.
Well, at the time you know, we were all calling for, you know, some changes within the government. Now, what would you say? Yeah, ministers, the MPs, appointees, mainly Omuti Greater Accra. And if for whatever reason, yet here, yeah, you name governance, SETA, Sebi, Rollins Abba, Oko, Papa Kufonsu Abba, you know, Atamis Beye, you know, like that, up to where we are. Now, I didn't be a Senate, you know, Ukrainian Benim. You know, him say, Kunyano, and I say, it's a position of authority and power and any influences, you know. What transfer now, what Chebi Brea, and I will say, I didn't
bona fide property.
Would Japadi Bisana, the opera, and I will hear. And Ebasa, Yakasa, you see, the appointees, they were not listening. They were not listening. And see, yes, I know. Now, why we are partying? Exactly. That is what happened. Oh, but me shepa dia sabi party no ma, you know, directives, the extent to which yet to be can party assem
yeah.
And na ukokana why you know a bit cautious, but largely no say appointees to be kind of prayer. I didn't go do baby sabi
pompous.
Exactly. You can't say anything. I think that cannot be an excuse because you see, party no, it is a tree.
Yeah.
Right? Now the product or the fruits of that tree no, appointees no. You winning elections, sir. Say you
party no now appointees.
Exactly.
Okay.
And in a son, a second party no, and what to me be appointees no so. But your system no say the no. Why wouldn't him say, yeah, bray, ya bra na abaye minister. Take for example education or trade or finance or whatever. Now the son party for omo bre sano omo expectation is say one ya better hono say bibi no pe. Mainly, you know, the benefits or the spoils of government say, oh, the baby pe
placement
and school placement yeah adi. Then we come to you and will not be able to even assess you po na ya kaya sem natural na aye idea a hard drink. So when that happened, I'm all for try. There were allegations of okay, yes, you know, what the fact on you understand what I mean? Now Usaka, then feel like na power no na ye bekwa ko bre na ye nya power no na be more or less the as if it's a private property of the appointee or tiho. No so say yeah in Sisano, yeah rich shafono and your sroshi party ni ukasa wait be a name. Then you see that the party people will now begin to advise themselves and pulling back. Now
some other party executives no na money abino meka abino the executive aye na nado na muntimi nhia na ana say ministers no na muntimi no munhia na because any wo kan ye na party no and awo mampanyini no
you are right
no and awo appointees no and these appointees no go wayward na no man koye na party no who said there be o executives no baby amode ye nam no etoro ma yen NPP fo a na muntimi nkakehwe.
Oh, when the me that say and na me kan from the beginning say sanka party no party no the producing government no sanka party no
control
at least to some extent eternally on the government, on the executive. But bro say na ye how ana otu kwan kakra
na me okroma
e kodu baby a utumi wo say afi de nye party for no po keke but na members of parliament any uniform war system no say oh adi we aka yes san mu kakra aka ebeboye I don't think say I want to sit here and be talking about AMB. I mean, we've gone past that.
But going forward,
we know, exactly, we know. Thank you. I like that angle. We need to talk about these issues just so we don't repeat the same mistakes. Yet, hey, Yahondia, yediti them ha, any foundation, ekita sabi building. Nasanetie in the political arrangements, the who are appointing, ministers, appointees, IFA, people, police escort, and all that one. No, is as a result of foundation be a producing that kind of structure now. And only part. So if the foundation, if the tree that is producing the fruit, if you fail to nurture it, if you fail to give the kind roots of attention as I said with the tree now, trust me, you will go down. You will go down. At the wind here, you can't run away from it. They see, if we are going round, we are going round. We all know that whatever it is, for whatever reason, and we as managers of the party, I think we should take the responsibility. Because whatever it is, me and Miti I say, Nyama be brave, and I'm here. 2020 election now, I saw a lot of things I feel no. I do is a bekodia, a be hard. Now, after 2020 election, now me imagine say I come in Kobio because say who manage party now we pinging now wase ministers appointees then by virtue of the fact say baby they do what they like, and because they control power, everybody goes to them, they listen to them, they will not listen to you. Seeing this, I had wanted not to contest again. I had wanted to pull back. Wow. But I continued just for one reason. Yes, because I remember I visited one of your sister station. And the course 2020 election, the host asked one question that got me thinking. When I left the place, I changed my mind. Question beside and say, Chama, Anko Ye, we've seen you. You lead with diplomacy, you don't want to go fighting people and all that one. Yeah, that's good. But what do you think you would want to be remembered for? Yeah, baby. What would they say? He said, once upon a time there was a chairman like this, so and so and so. What will people remember you for? Then I said, wow, okay. I went back to somebody will say the social contract, the engagement I had when I was, contesting, when I was running the campaign. I made promise that, look, okay, this is the number of seats I was aiming at. Sebi, election, one will say, national party. The strategic decisions are taken at the national level. Yeah, you want them, no, I can hear Juma and he said, we will see to its implementation. All right. But I want to say, and a war ballot paper also. So there's limit to what you can do. What you can do and say, thank you. At the end, yes, and well, somebody can say, okay, to me, blame me or no be brave. That is fine. But for me, I think that once you are the leader, whatever it is, the blame must be put on, and I accept that one. But the question of, so how are you leaving the scene? What would you be remembered for? That I remember that I made a promise that chairman, among other things, Mebo Modin say, Messi regional party office, Enyama party, because not ye ni baby So I was making the effort. Mikonya, as I say, la trade fair home. Actually, we worked on it. I could do baby a free year. I couldn't finish that arrangement. I called 2020 election. So I said, if for nothing at all, hang on and make sure that you are leaving behind this legacy. Yeah. I had my regional executives fully supporting me on these, arrangement. So I decided to stay on and fight so that we'll be able to at least do that. Yeah, I can say, met me, I can say, Yami Adaruma, with the help of one or two of senior party, members, we've been able to
achieve
that almost. We are 70% through. That thing is there. Or Chinabi will be say, at least for nothing at all, we've been able to, put up a building like this. But aside from that, no, Master, no cray woman is we a leader, and you understand, say, and can whatever it is, no, we should be able to hold the executive accountable. Now we now what do you do? At the end of the day, say anchor year, then you go and you'll be blaming who? I think that we as managers of the party from national all the way down to the constituency, we should be able to take responsibility. Say,
I like that.
I like that. Anchor year. Yes, otherwise who? We a coach for whatever reason. Who call field? You call bomb match now and year. Coach no crap or and train my pamu. I mean, let's face it. We are not superhuman beings. Who call and year? It could also be said. Maybe share luck, whatever it is. But during your time, you should be, reasonable. You should be responsible enough to say that, no, I didn't win there. So for me, that's the way I see it. We need to really, stop the blame game. We need to take responsibility, come back home, do all the necessary alignment, get the machinery strong again, and then go at it again. Firm, and then we've gone to win again. I think that the NPP, especially considering the way the NDC government is going right now, our people, my thinking is that we are attacking them and pointing out their mistakes too early in the day. We should spend the time, fix our own machine very well. Once that one is done, because agronobesoa science
at least science.
Oh no. But I don't want to talk about it. I think that we should concentrate on fixing our party. The moment we are able to do that and do it very well, the NPP party machinery will get back to the field and win us the election.
Right. Who can maybe say 2020 who decided say unko regional chairman view, but upon second thought now can say there be mami sign ko na mi nyamechi ye say na be you be can say na chairman divine kra no wo be ye den at least say sabe facha me touchwood uni ho kra no wafiri mu a o meka bibi amana ka unchiri ma 2024 party no anye ye obe contest bi.
No, I've taken a firm decision. Why? What again are you going to tell them?
Njade won't complete regional office.
Yes, I'm on it. Say, me time no nyan. By the time me time no be I would have been down with that one.
But won't contest it.
No. It's okay.
Who are different position and a national position?
Not really. Minya emphasize, but I didn't say. Say you. A womrea, you get in, and a womrea, you get out. You need to allow others also. First one, and you have every reason to say that no, it's not my fault. Yes, but you were the leader. Do you understand? So who should we blame? Coach leading a team to. And different. In that case, you are standing there. You are the one doing the coach. You are the one taking the decision. In this arrangement, if you understand it, not even assistant coach. You see, you are like, decisions for campaign strategy and all that one. Such decisions are not taken at the regional level. In fact, even at the national level, I will not, apportion this blame to them entirely. Why? Because normally you have a court election. You constitute campaign team, national campaign team. The national executives, regional chairmen are made part of that team, but the leadership is entirely different. What's his name? The
Protozoa.
No, not Protozoa. No, the former MP there. Opariansa and then Dambuchi. Now, Omu leading as campaign manager, campaign chairman.
Yeah.
What you say? Along the line, Sebi Dambuchi, or training Hokakra, but I don't cry. He was part. He worked with the team from behind till So the decisions are taken at this level, and then directives are given.
Okay.
So at the regional level, you are supposed to implement the decisions. Sebi, the campaign team, no Ediaba. So it's not entirely your game, but whatever it is, the American say, oh, and a 2024 elections is so send a corner no na a different kakra, and he say, I can normally previously whatever it is your board tougher or national the Bafem Eba region na region actually its implementation. This time 2024 and Konosa U Kaipa 2024 Sebio from the National Campaign Office straight to the parliamentary candidates. That's what happened. And the regional party need to a large extent, I don't want to say we were incapacitated, but I could say for whatever reason that could be the strategy.
But who could
so party the campaign unit dealt directly with the parliamentary candidates. Sana Ekono in the 2024 elections.
And active politics now person will be B1 say.
Oh no.
Position now person.
Exactly. Obifo from Sumbra. What you say? Hey, Obifo from Sumbra. I can serve in whichever capacity. But your question is whether I intend going again as regional chairman. I think that's the question.
Right.
And my answer to it is that no.
Right. But your party ni na ahoden wo ho ye mre ya adentina ye nkobiu na ye ntimi serve ya manfo na ye ho no noma bi a sabe ne ye pese ko na ankosa no ye nko na ye nkosiesie because time our regional chairman no kra na bi na wo kan say empese be ko deep sa because adie bia no yeso ye measured kakra enti nko deep sa nsem no bo anamo ka empanyfo ne pa no mbefa omomfa na wafra grom no mu wano be dey adudwom.
Oh, okay. That is it. Myself, me ankasa de nanka my join is Sebio ubia wa serve in a position like where I occupy now, that person is an asset to the party, whether in active service or so a quarter few or whatever. That's why I'm tempted to agree so much with the proposal Agyapong Eddie Basse. All former, party leaders and all must be made part of the electoral college to select the leaders of the party. I think that suggestion to me is okay. Because look at me. I've been a regional chairman of the party. I've been a regional vice chair. I've been a national council member from 2009 up to now. You can, appreciate the level of experience I have in this place. So you leave that position, you go and sit down, then you sit away with all the experiences. It doesn't work. No. So there should be a way of getting everybody involved. During the 2024 elections, in Greater Accra here, almost all the key actors were part of the regional campaign team. All the former regional officers, nearly all of them, former MPs, we were all involved in the campaign. Do you understand? So my thinking is that, yes, you've served here for some time. Allow others to also come, and you can support from behind or serve in any other capacity. That's my thinking.
Sana be retu as regional chairman.
Well, it depends on the measuring criteria. Say yeah, share a one ben so and can regional chairman there. Me from where I sit, there here pan say ube boa. Base, to make sure that the party remains united. As on do party, Tokwani Sanyame, because one say a domejuma. Enti one share now would need Eddie Pipe Moon, Mitimi Wansi, those are the areas that from where I sit, I think that as the leader of the party, if you want to look at that area, I'm sure over to me a minimum of 8/10. Okay. Because under my watch, unless I'm my attention, making sure say na niama echo so Greater Accra. To me, I've been able to hold the party together for all this while. No, you see, Abomofoko, everyone, yes, something in Anna. You be house who why but I think that largely, and then the management of also my executives, also Accra, no, woman say. Managing the party here is difficult because the president, vice president, chief of staff, and we say about Greater Accra. They can say it could be say and we are not president no cry offer.
No access to my
exactly. And just say do you understand? It's difficult. Greater Accra. Trust me. Won't say in the other regions, no. Sabi Obiani baby ako.
Minister ni okra unhune da.
Obiani baby ako. It is a party na ni but Greater Accra. Whatever it is, all the ministries, the agencies, the departments, everything. Company just all the government establishments.
Me to see ya. Wa we chairman baby okra ni access. By nipa no hye wase no access.
Me see a school placement. Me executive no back, Prince, me organizer no, or no ya, Miss One money. You know, you look at them, okay, you know the wall link, you know the wall link, unlike other regions are regional chairman or two ni besi happy. Yes, a bibia ewo on it's not like that in Greater Accra. It's a very, very, very different. You can have your youth organizer or your national coordinator. Or no crowd bet me a rubber be a one share one because your war on any war, Sabi, a bushabi, and a young but it is not so in the other regions because they don't work, and a woo organizer. So you only have to go to your chairman now or no on the animal. So it makes the whole thing quite complex. But I think that by the grace of God, I've been able to stem the tide, manage my people up to where we are now. And I made Bompai say, I'll be able to do that till Congress and then hand over nicely and walk away. At least that's my thinking.
But for national idea, for now, wouldn't decide here.
No. It's not out of possibilities. Say we look at the strike because I don't know. Yeah. We look at the regional blocks. Okay. What you say? The regional representation. Yeah, you look at all that. Okay, now definitely I'm not seeing my team, contesting again. Minty and free now, but from the way things are going, it's looking like we may end up getting a new chairman. Then you will be looking at the combination. Oh, okay, who else will go and partner? You look at that. If it becomes necessary, if I so decide, I can go and contest the national vice position. Okay. But for now, I'm too any media. My journey say. Greater Accra must reorganize. We should be able to, get the party strategies properly aligned. Now, for me, those things, I don't, subscribe to that. Polling station, send say, constitutional amendment, the way it should be done. I would want to make sure that I see to it that it is done exactly so. Because you see, young Junior may not be into 2024 election, there are some of the constituencies sabi quite kakra. Oh, so you want to look at be a NPP or your MP or say a minister or boni home modin kakra near the load no so and now you're trying to protect kakra send a or bet to me afem na uyenisa na nipano sabi send a say or brand once no ni constituency for one yes na wama usa SFM. Do you understand? We have situations like that. There were some of the candidates that we manage in a way not to openly protect, but we engage the potential opponents. One of such constituencies you can talk about Ayawaso West will go say one young boy, very, very promising. Now opposite or contesting. But your stress situation, you say that Domelo had joined Wahona, your person a bit breaking your front, So we had to find a way of talking the guy, out. It came with some difficulty but at the end of the day, we managed to give the sitting MP, protection as to whether it worked or not.
But I don't know, Papa.
And me say, and me can say, it is at the end of the day that you ask yourself, say, anyway, Jama boy no koya, I can no su FM ho BSN because a mrepi, you see, say, candidate now will protect no, or you are thinking, say, yet to me bois a money kono. Oh, yes, say, or no soon tia say. Oh, me koya, I can make bokase, I can make yesi, I can make a power wincho, I can make a cocoto ha, neadi, make a cosre neadi. And yes, I still have to go and do that. Most of the time, my boss answer, na didn't grasp my from you. Take your case.
Okay. As regional chairman, I believe not. Eshawa say, as of now, we intimate your coalition chair, Nipa, or your MP, I believe not. A concern. What to Anamoafa home as regional chairman?
Very, very big issue. Very, very big issue. We are lucky, say, Nipa, ye no hono, equi free. Uhono sano, one very hard lady, I admire her, su, my obia, the near ding, she doesn't give up. And no, yes, I didn't by this time. Nyama, Eddie Famuno, I can break it down. Break it down. But, oh yeah, it's not fine. Who say who be call elections or call primary school or or some campaign we need elections no. If we won the elections, the NPP won the elections there in Ablekumanov. I mean, it's an open secret to be him. Now, Sisiano, all that the EC is waiting for is police protection. Sabi, Ombetimi Agranso, and they are declare the results. And even this very morning, I made my director of elections speak with them for us to see the update. And the position, they told me that we be a warning. Say we are still waiting for the police to give the electoral commission the needed security, protection. So they are on bet to me at Declears. So that's what we are waiting for. I want to believe that sooner than later that will be done.
But as a part more trauma police for no, yes, say I consent to na omuntimi more yes who by now.
Seriously, you see, that's at the national level where our team of lawyers led by Gary Nemakun, Frank Davis, they are handling that one. So that enter me can't say from the signals we are picking now, Mbeche will be able to have Ablekumanov elections to declare. So basically that's what it is.
Right. I mean saying you can pumpuni mantam I know na you fee Hana udihine. Ya wamia bi wo ho a obi timi fro ka kire se bono hene wo say yes wo say constituency chairman kura ye hu ne hawo one ne yire tia bruchire e bia polling station chairman one ne yire atu afiri ba bia polling station ho no makotena ba bi so no mo na handle sa position no and he say wo betimi ahwepi o mu nyina but together polling station meetings o betimi because party near be from the base polling station meetings and koso but a true baby as you discuss and I know maybe about polling station where then you pan to America free baby or no about polling station maybe you didn't position no abeje now what they call and massa nipan so polling station where when you are the benefit say nipan want ha the committee crab ma but you discard bar or no so and a kwakosi yet be bar a friend NPP headquarters are ne so and a kwakosi I didn't tell Sadia and cost one gram of Bunimantama ye means yano quine.
Okay. Well, now me ya bisa say why you say in Kran, how do you say Punimoa?
Greater Accra region.
Greater Accra region.
Pumpuni Mantam.
Okay, thank you.
Mantam is region.
All right. Yeah. I want to believe say similar situation can be in other You are from Bruno, eh?
I'm from
That's why they call you Bruno. Okay, fine. But constituencies there, I'm say a war Greater Accra out of the 34 no. Amasama Nkwana chairman no. Ejuma Ediniko Amanoni Kakra. But I know Mike very well. Our holding near ordinate or the first vice. I mean, they were constantly they were constantly engaging. Amasama executives in Greater Accra. Masa Yeshapa, that's one outstanding constituency when it comes to the executives. Their commitment, their input to the political enterprise. Like I can say, Amasama Mike or your chairman ni absenteeism, and I can say, and said I too much of a problem for Amasama. For the polling station there, they who can bet me because oftentimes what happens is share polling station reorganization. Once a party polling station and yet holding to me elections. I thought we just look out for those who are available. I'll bet me in a given polling station. Now appoint you. The constitution allows that. That's why it said it's either by elections or by selection. That one. Sorry, that's what it is. And they told me, sad to me now, the sitting executives because elections they try to also manipulate the system a little. Send a favor on next election. And no then you go and put somebody in the album for a given police station and yehonoti. Ana sebi onhwe na conscience mu kra po no hye dani ho e bia na watra hoda watu akotra exactly. So when we put all these things together, it works against the party. And nothing me ma was signal no earlier say I would want to supervise the rearrangement, the reorganization of the party from the polling station all the way to the regional congress. Of course, that will be done under my supervision before, I leave the scene. So for me, I think that the question is well placed. There are constituencies, there are polling stations, Yetuaba, NPP, a war polling station executives, share resource, NPP, zero. There are situations like that.
But your executives as well.
So it simply means that they either did not even work at all or that didn't happen in Greater Accra here. But if you check the results, most of the regions idea say party reorganizing we will have to give serious attention to these areas and the party will be strong. We need to make the party strong. If the party is not strong, and we allow the party to grow weaker than what it is now, and the opposition one share, opposition bill. But once we get the party on its legs, now a year stronger, NPP will win the elections.
Constituency Bena, NPP Lucy Greater Accra Region, as so pass, as chairman, had the name constituency.
And sadly, how on earth can we say a constituency like Dominic? I mean, then we want to look also at my own constituency where I live, Tema West. Tema West, dear, Sabi, signal in terms of Adiwing, Yansha, Ebe Hayen. And ye pa, but now. The way we're expecting. Again, you want to talk about what Usha says is here. Who called Tema? We've lost Tema West. Now Tema East. Also, 2020 election. Now every year, sir. But we were working so hard, hoping that we were going to get it. Unfortunately, we didn't get that place too. At the constituency is there. I can also a constituency like Ablekuma West Honorable Eslawusu's place. I mean, why should we lose that constituency? Constituency like Lejokuku, Oko Boys constituency. The here bia say you winning elections, no, was made available. As I say to me, a winning that constituency. We lost that constituency also painfully. I can talk about a few of them. Ayawasu Westwood Gontizenia, Mikai. Now I think and they say with the kind of support I am a candidate, no, we should be able to win it. But elections no so no. They say try na share mistakes no so be what say be every young kasansu. We allow some few errors yet to be in I want to say, but we know some of the things that we did wrong. I'm so happy say the current General Secretary no walk around Aji Yefonso Atum upper party for Cho Baumia himself, who was the candidate on also Wayesa. Yes, starting on that note now ye party for Cho ye Timemu for Cho na omutia say ye. Because we need to do that. If we are not able to do that and do it very well, convincingly, then we are rushing to be fighting over positions. I want to be, the next chairman. I want to be the next secretary. I want to be then that one, we are going to rush and put up the superstructure again on a weak foundation. So I think that we should all relax, allow the heat to vent out, then we get down a joa, then we quickly start. So Anka toa ye say to me they've done about 13 regions. They are left with 3 regions, including Greater Accra.
Thank you, Tono.
Thank you, Tono. We need to finish that one nicely because we should send air corner. I think say beginning na ebeye Accra, but after they've done the rearrangement, the tour is going well. Let's finish that one first. They have no open nomination anywhere, so we need to take our time and get the party well, structured before we can say be a nomination for this, be a nomination for that. But send the Nyameko, Sebi, we started jostling for positions. Oh, I want to go and contest for this. I want to go and contest for this. I think we'll station a first place openly. My declare say I'm not contesting again. But before that, now I'm not for be brave. Oh, I'm going to contest for this. I'm going to at least Konyano Obitiso. Now, how do you?
I saw Pamon. Sama, minim okay report no on Setimia Kabi as regional chairman. On San Kabi, follow up question I made and say, your uncle former raise concern say in case of make report no public. Send by at least almost your input you bar, umbe who do to media bar. Na ye constitutional amendment ye proposals a hodo so mo de ba ene normal hodo a say almost sa wono mo ya dream say making of public na wo so wahu ana
not at all
and who ya proposals no wo ma based on them.
Very good, very good. Obiam beside say wo be ma proposal for constitutional, the proposal is in request for constitutional amendment. Yes sir.
Yes.
Obiam can say wo proposal no should be based on the outcome of Okwe's report. Nobody is saying that. Oh, constituency, what hey, Sebi, Amafo are calling, they are giving their ideas and all. Based on that, you can put something together. Frank Davis committee, you go and present it. Say, oh, Mimi Susu say, say a situation where police station executives, they are not acting, they are not, because most of them, they were put there not to come and work for the party, but they got themselves there to vote for, their friends and all that. Oh, and you can submit a proposal as to how I will say problem where solve. Committee reports, not in the history of our political enterprise. Party building at Abontin that NPP. There have been 2 or 3 committees like that. However, committee ye dey see o say omunhwe no omundi ho adwuma no they will have access to that. National Council, buy and be present here. They gave out only one copy. And to be can say report no baby say and no correct. This report is with Omwa Sabi Yedi Omwasi or say Omunshwe to its implementation. And the collection of proposals, no, it is for the amendment of the constitution. Oh, Nyama, Yangna, Yahoo. So, for example, before the Professor Michael Kwe committee report, no buy, no, now Ubian himself, your delegate system, no, and them why? And them why? Because they were there to work for the party, not to avail themselves for elections. I hear from delegates, no. But I said, Sabi, sa process no, and the coins kakra eba on bottom. So everybody rushes in there just for that purpose. And at the end of the day, you have the wrong people in there. The outcome of that whole arrangement will equally be wrong. So now him say no, a honor say to me, what that one was not based on the committee's report. And if OBS submitted proposal as to how that one must be, the person doesn't need the report to be able to put that in together.
Then Obi so be say chairman from anusi ye kakra to apology say then okwe report na ehun ni faso say yes omko out to say omo kwagidi ntia party no lusu ya if the party no beji proposals so there definitely so proposals na ba out amanfo be resi issues ma party no elusu ye entina hu hia kora say omo koye okwe report. Okay,
so let me explain.
Okay.
The terms of reference. No, I understand you are the terms of reference and a Juma ye share Professor Michael Kwe committee no Omunsani say they should go and find out what caused our defeat. That's about 70% of the job. They should go and find out, then they buy losing elections. No? Now in that process, no, I'm not for so back on my drain. And be obi wo ho a join the beba no enye de my losing election no but on what trans and on feel so party no going forward no yes e be boa yen enti mu boa when you assemble all these info data munya yes then you bring it to the national party emamu assignment no and the national party no has received the report of Professor Michael Kwe's committee. Now party for almost see public almost see yeah for but na mean tia no and the public will do what it ye ko share register am I losing elections no na niema bi wo mu sebi yes sensitive and say because onya the public pair then our opponents will also have access to it. What you say? Then our opponents will also have access to it. And we need to, understand that, say, that is not it. It is after the report by, and I hear the committee, say committee no ensure to its implementation. Strategies are they call elections, whatever we do as a party, say it manages from the top.
Yeah.
Every top one ever. And the report now could do top, the content of it, would inform strategies nyama on beka say yeah because enuna yeah party no be then ebe bounce back. NDC lost elections and then what happened? They put a committee up together like that, and that was in 2016. Omako share the share the buy lose election. At the end of the day, they managed to put themselves together. And now, Omo win election.
Yeah.
Why were we not saying, say, Omo report no public? It's not a practice. It's not a practice, and it cannot be the practice. We must understand. Obiwo adwincherebia ebeboa party no kan kona. Go ahead, put it together. That door is open. That committee is, is there. You let them have it. We'll work on it. That's what it is.
I'm out for calling for early Congress.
Especially for the selection of a presidential candidate. Yes, I don't pay. It will stop. Sincerely, you want to become a national officer. The presidential hopefuls, they will have interest in who become the national chairman, the secretary, and all this. So you can see how they will be jostling over each other, trying to push people and all. So it will not be based on competent per se, but it will be based on who I think say onyako tranhwa say be me benefiting. What you say? But yes, election, no presidential election, you free was here. Say now the party will be stable. Now you have to make to yebu actually because Saturday then we have only one person as a leader.
Presidential
election.
Yeah. Before the national, regional, and the constitution, the police station.
Yeah. That's my thinking. That's my thinking.
Yeah, presidential elections no first.
Papa. Yes, happen. Would you for any tour? Your Congress, I amend the constitution. Now, your constitution, my equana, yes, I don't know. You was a party no bejo. Wow, Fedia, Ubisa or be quack or several position, and they just say, why you ready, say, or be some party, no? Yes, sir, or didn't hook or shebebina, when you're quine, as on Subi. That's what it is. Trust me, every boy.
I know, say, yenny delegates, yenny polling station agents, yenny constituency executives, yenny national executives, no, him for the
we have all those structures already. We have national officers, we have regional officers, we have constituency, we have all this. The only thing they say, constitution, no, Makwan say, war horses, no, yanko to aba, and ye, the next flag bearer.
The constitution is against that.
Yes, okay. That is why we need to go and amend the constitution. Yeah. Because it's a new thing that we are bringing, and this is NPP. Who did diagram for the Ubeko Kotama? So we need to make sure that we have it in the constitution. That's why we are calling for the amendment. Do you understand? Once we have that, yet to make a year and new repair, and the NHS say, let's do that one. Yeah, no from. Say party no bejo pa afi omo wa mapa and they think that they are
ready to serve.
I like that they are ready to serve. No ombe yom asiho na ya to so aba.
I think you are making a point.
It will help us. It will seriously help.
Them two presidential na dey wo free do otua obi anya na ho. That means say wo call constituency na police station enye skanti a wo call so NPP.
Exactly. Afi so ebasa na partner e ba. Wow, because we are all working towards the man at the top. Now we don't have. I don't say, now yeah, we are fighting and that kind of thing. But the flag bearer no pay. You know himself, okay, you know share. Papa win and now mommy win. I say, that's what it is.
So I won't pass up Papa no. That means I won't pay NPP no. And to unko precrase me kujina constituency na baby.
Oh, NPP na won't pay no. But you want to work for the party. You go through the elections. You serve the party.
But who kakra so okay. Yakoto ye no ye the chairman divine say will lead in 2028 as presidential candidate. Ebia chairman divine onya minipa mempenasem ntimi so metiada. Se nyansa no wo adwen wo constituency no kra no me de be ye adwuma national me de be ye adwuma polling station me de be ye adwuma emma obi so ntenkoda say okay we na nya de a me nko propose no kra bi.
Ye free party no NPP. Uni ho bi be. That's what it is. And you know, dear, a year cry say, full say, Nipana or Hono, Umpenasem, and to make a Juma because the Juma, ye the winning election, 80-90% air to watch air sacrifice is voluntary. Eti, Massa, I don't want grapple by boy, and to full say, Nipa win the Penasem. And to me, and the election don't even go in the first place. But I say, when we do it the other way around, by the time I ever elect in Nipano, now we party leader dada. It is a bassa, open Nipano, automatically we all hodada. So you see a quack or edge mana, I've said, now I'm changing. That's what it is.
I think some now point Ebanis Accra no Nipana leading no one influence elections because of constituency national because he has nothing to lose.
That's a good way of making the party be the party. Party nankasa beye die sebi party for beye na ankoye say sebi obinti ye ken obi wo ho a sebi o ono anka onko pe position bia o but then I'm say no any pan or a candidate there, Mammy family won't be not to say, or Chanabinona. You understand what it is?
Yeah.
Exactly. So it is a bazaar. The whole thing is about Brongini. It's the people who are around you are, as I say, Unya Sumomu, Unyomu Yejman, now who sorry, na president, and I can't in the crap, Minipana, who said that, Massa, Pelbebitana, you know, then you'll be sidestepping on one, Sabi, as almost supervise you, and I say, no more than a Yejuma.
Right.
Because you will be dealing straight with the man at the top.
But Chama, proposals, you know, what is he? Why my proposals?
Oh yeah, this has been discussed, you know, and it's most likely what will happen. Every party, upa, be a party, penyibia, or beba, uhabia, bisano. So on can be found, sir. Next is be an unfan again. Now, when you ask, I didn't want to say any say a base, about say, ubia betiasia. Because problem, my worst is here, I will party. I mean, Tim wants any to be a air cosona is towards that. So the moment I ye and no free or pay
be ID. Ebisi Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bomi ayen to and so ebisi there be yemfa new face imra edin bia bobo Kennedy Agyapong bre champion nom community Agyapong mudin bobo hwan adutu mudin aba de ni monom din abeba mountain so as chairman to the be let's call a spade no cry back up those party obi atimi kire na dwen but adwen kire ni bi wotimi se we de enko ye by party de ye man nhihye ye enya dwuma wadwen wo sade we ho ne de then sa internal kitikiti ye koso and we ntimi mu enya too early enha party no
when they would me share corner be pa but me a politician enti enya hu sa de meka ne say edin a wo bubo no nyina educhum kwabena Agyapong Kennedy Agyapong what are the names?
Dr. Baumia
Dr. Brian Champon, Dr. Baumia. Who are they? These are members of the New Patriotic Party. Constitution no ma ubia hu kwan. Say kunyato a ye pray. That's what it is. The only thing is say Sebi, if we are to be guided by history, and the yenim say, apart from Rollins, he transitioned from being a military ruler straight to don't forget say, oh yeah, first school no failure, and then he came again and he succeeded. And then you come to look at Mama, services here. See me it is wama ye Dumso wama Dumso visa. So now Dumso is back to Ghana. Dumso are deporting we were trying to exercise the ghost, no. See Dumso has visa to come back. Wasaji visa back Ghana. That's what I'm saying, no.
Okay.
Waji visa. But I'm saying say no crap no. Once upon a time, he was rejected. 2016, Ghanaians, the same Ghanaians voted him out. And Sebi Okoya Wasaba, the Anabi say, Ghana Fuama, Yenina say, His Excellency Mahama, he understands the psychology of the Ghanaian voter. And so, Kaya, I say, Ghana for the China,
short memory.
Yeah, no more friendly. Ube coalition, didn't draw. I mean, tell lies. Kakra na udia friend. He did that. And Yasako Tuaba, Ediamano. Onukra, he was once upon a time rejected. And he said, no, Nayedi can't asem no dia. Miti he. Ubisami Madria. Midemeka say, Ubia, ya marketing no bad ye. Anka, if we want our work to be easier, and ye, Yasancho no Sabiuma, Anka Ebeboa, but who am I? I'm just going to be Becca. Whom am I? Oh, I'm just one person. I want to say, Omu Ububomu Dinina, Omu ye party for, Omu Sefata. And if it becomes this, you say, ye Quaco Tuaba, ye Tuaba, and your Benyabiano, a say party for a day, ye Tanechi, na Yanko, na Yanko Juma, and Manu. I think that's what it is. NPP head there, ye be can ye kun tokwa ye pre-pre. The moment we select a leader, you will see that all of us will come one logo line will go.
Right, I'm having national issues so now for me at 20 lines, so no probably Ibiana will be at the chairman, compass will be such a man. Assemble Kwanaminu, Nansen Baku Futim. So far, so good. His Excellency Mahama, Amamuno, and this Amamuno to saying as regional chairman.
Oh, me da say. Tiseni amidi kankan earlier no. Ubisa me pa dear, me dem can say I can help you before. Baby, I was a CA dear.
So
I
far,
think say.
Pachami, so far, not so far, so good.
Okay,
so far.
Thank you. I think say. Yako elections, I lose elections. Timemufo Ghana, Timemufo the voters. Omwa kochiro mwadweng, omwa votama the NDC, led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Media, minyaya. Let's concentrate on building our party, We should direct our energies, especially this first year, to building a strong party. Now, yenja NDC for them among kakra, because take it or leave it, they are still enjoying goodwill from the Ghanaian voter. So at this time, they are prepare pointy or more mistakes. Idea. Thank you. They will not give serious attention to it. It's like give them some time. Oh, honor, Sebi, Yapamu free ho. Eti obifo for abano. Manumre kakrana yeshe what they can do. Having said so, nyama ekoso die Sebi yen nyina yenim. Nyamiada Roma, Papa Trump, Sebi o ni Nagrodi
trade war.
Nagrodi or the whatever is informing that there will be any. The effect of it, they said, dollar no say a good in the mass. And the good in the mass, young as a Ghanaians are, depending on that one as our external, medium of exchange. Benefiting because dollar no bana ebafem. Be free abemun we introduce this gold for oil a year. Sebi the government buying of gold esha say ni san into our reserves cost what you say this gold board idea me amitia metumi akanchira say it was nurtured during our time we conceptualized that idea. A particular foreign investor came to me and I went with him to go and see His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Baumia, and the man asked that Baumia asked that the man should go and develop a paper and bring it for us to see. So this idea was mooted during our time. If we had continued, we would have done this.
That means NPP bring charge.
Oh yeah, it is. I know. I have been part of it. That's why I'm saying that I know this one for sure.